All right, we are rolling. Sonny rolling.
Sonny rolling.
Sonny rolling, baby.
The jazz musician.
Just learned who that is right now. This is fresh information, folks.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to It's All Good podcast. This is episode 18. Thank you, Ivy, for reminding me of it being episode 18 because, hey, forgot the freaking episode number on my own podcast.
Well, I was watching Arel's podcast earlier, so I'm like...
Well, there you go. There you go, folks. You heard it first. All right, so this is episode 18 of the It's All Good podcast. My name is Max. I'm the host. And my good friend Ivy here. And you might notice it's a different location than usual. Usually in a bedroom setting, and then it's like a split screen, but we're live.
We're live.
And Ivy made the trek. Hey, Max, say your words right. The trek out to Chicago. And holy smokes, we'll get into that later on because it's really cool to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
He's been living out in LA, so excited to have you on the podcast, dude.
Thank you for having me, seriously.
Yeah.
I do want to say, you've done such a great job just interviewing the other guests, and I'm like, dude, he's reaching out to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hop on. So thanks for putting me on.
I'm glad to hear that. It's kind of crazy because I started this during lockdown, and I watched an old episode, and I kind of cringed at myself. I'm not going to lie. I watch it, and I was like, this is semi-cringe. And most people that know me know that I literally never shut up. I just keep talking. And I was like, well, isn't that what people who have podcasts do? Those people also don't shut up.
It worked out. Seriously. No, but it's also dude, if you know that you've been cringing, then that means you're growing, right? So
yeah.
You're getting more comfortable in front of the mic, in front of the microphone. So wait, I said mic and microphone twice.
Well, I was uncomfortable in front of the mic. So I moved it a little bit further and I'm a little more comfortable. No, I think you meant to say camera, right?
Camera. My good friends, Mike and Cam.
The other day I was listening to Jacob Sharp's podcast, and he goes, got the mic rolling and Cameron rolling. Because Mike and Cam.
Are they brothers? Are they related?
I don't know. Maybe they're blood related.
They probably are.
All right, we got a lot to cover. We wrote down some notes. We're gonna kind of go over, talk about where Ivy's originally from. We're gonna talk about music because that's his thing. He's kind of jamming, kind of doing it big.
Oh yeah, doing something.
Yeah. Oh no, you're doing something, all right. So we're gonna talk about that, and then he was in a band for a while. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, chop it up, and talk about what he's up to now. He's released some cool music, so I think that'd be a fun topic to scratch on, and maybe some inspirations that he has. And for you viewers out there, I know there's a couple people that saw his post on Instagram. We've got some questions at hand. We're going to answer those at the end. So if you've made it this far right now, keep listening because we got some cool questions answered. Questions no one's ever heard before. No one's ever asked any of these questions, ever.
At all.
First time on It's All Good podcast, so it's all good. All right, start from the freaking top, dude. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I'm running on, 4 hours of sleep?
Oh, dude, I didn't know that.
No. It's I was just very excited to just come to Chicago and see the people I've been working with on this project, but also to see you. We've been talking about having to do this for a while now, and when I found out I'm able to book this trip, I'm like, I gotta hit up Max. So
sick.
And we're doing it now. Cool.
Yeah.
And first time, not having to do the split screen. We're literally sitting right in front of the camera with a gorgeous view in the back. Look, it is Navy Pier.
I tried to put that f-stop down a little bit so you could see the background, but it's a little bit blown out, but you can still kind of see it. Yeah. So
it's a green screen, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a green screen, and it might key out in a second. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that, and glad you're back in Chicago. And we're doing it live.
Yeah, I wish I could spend more time here. Literally, it's a quick trip. Got to get back. But yeah, I'm just excited to be here in general. It's a great place.
You always just pop in here randomly. It's crazy because we I guess that's a really good segue. So we know each other because we were roommates in college. Yep. And, okay, I'm trying to remember this straight. I think Ivy was one of the first people that I met in college. I think you were like the second or third person I met. Because I think I met Eli, then I met Ryan, and then I met you through Ryan, I think.
Quite briefly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, but I don't think we lived together at that point.
No.
I think you lived somewhere else.
Yeah, I was at the UC. You were at the Dwight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because we were in two completely different majors in college.
Mm-hmm.
I was in film, which I was in TV, which is now their TV and film program. It's a whole other thing to get into. And then you were in their marketing or music?
Yeah, I majored in marketing, and I minored in music business.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Cool. I almost forgot it for a second.
Actually, first year of college was music performance for guitar.
Okay.
And then I realized I didn't have, creative outlets to write songs, so it's basically just practicing the technicalities of guitar, and it was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was also thinking about I probably might need a financial future or a stable financial future, so I went with marketing, and I think that helped out a bit. I don't know, I'm not even doing the job.
That's actually smart. That's actually really smart.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not even in the field that I majored in. I'm in accounting.
What's up, college?
Oh, man.
Columbia, you didn't hear that. And you didn't hear that.
Live what you love. Live, laugh.
That's their motto.
Live what you love.
Live what you love. So go to spend a lot of money at the school and then do something different. Because you'll love something different by the time you leave.
That's our plug for Columbia. Sponsor us. No, you owe us money.
You owe us money.
Oh, my goodness.
And please give it back because, oh, my God, so much money.
Yeah, I'm drowning.
I cannot even go an episode anymore without talking about it. This is like the third episode in a row that I've talked about this.
In a row.
That the people are watching, they're like, God, he's on Columbia rant again. We're clicking out. See ya. Can't listen to this.
I will say Columbia College has given me a great experience meeting great people. And it kind of taught me how to budget. Mm-hmm. And only because we're going broke, but also because I've met incredible people, and it made me realize, I think I want to pursue this career, and taught me a lot about that. So shout out to that, but it's not always good things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway from what everybody takes from it, right? It's not so much the lessons you learned yourself there or lessons they taught you, or specific instances there. I think everyone, that's a blur to everybody for sure. Yeah. Unless you're doing some random specific thing that you remember, but the things that I think you're going into college to take away from are the things that you don't walk away with, which is so messed up.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here.
We're alive. We're well.
We're alive. We didn't leave dead. So if you want to go to a college, you come out alive and you get to Columbia. But yeah, that's cool. So you were able to use marketing and kind of some bits and pieces and people you knew and stuff to kind of get to where you're at now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
So is that when, I guess you kind of had a little fallout there where you said doing the practical, the guitar stuff was a little bit of a falling out for you?
No, actually, because I wasn't focusing on having to learn guitar and scales and, what do you call it? Improvisation.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually able to write songs because I wasn't focusing on having to play this specific chord or notes, and I was able to have fun with the reason why I wanted to pick up music is because I love songs. I love listening to them, love writing them, and performing them.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. That's really cool. I'm glad that that worked.
Yeah.
So once you kind of went through, what was the first song that you wrote after that? Or did you write a song before you had that kind of experience?
Most of them were cheesy songs. But every time I'd meet a girl that I was swooning over, it would be literally about them without them knowing it is. And
it's kind of a music secret, honestly.
Yeah, truly. But they would never hear it. I am such a wimp when it comes to sharing my music that way. But that was what I started with, but then I wrote this song. I created this project called DiCaprio's. I don't know how that came about. I think
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but like the thing was, it was D period Caprio's apostrophe S, and just way too much.
Sounds like the name of a pizza place. I'd go eat pizza there.
We are actually a pizza shop.
This whole time we're talking about music. Psych! It's a pizza shop.
Yes.
So it was DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Dude, I would eat there in a heartbeat. Open up it. DiCaprio's next to Drew Downs. I'm going. I'm for sure going there.
Thanks.
100%.
Our first customer. Out of business today.
No one take it. No one take it.
Yeah.
Promise me. Don't take it. So that was the first song?
No, so that was actually the first project, as in like the band
that
I assembled. But I think it was fun because I was able to play shows, and that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
Like played at Manifest, and then if it wasn't
for
that project, I did.
You manifested.
That's why it's called that.
Manifest?
Wow.
Damn.
Shout out Columbia.
Existential, bro.
Let's go. And then if it wasn't for me like creating that project, I wouldn't have been introduced to like the guys from Friday Pilots Club. And then they picked me up and like, cool, I'm down to play guitar. And it's been fun just like playing shows with them and like going out on road trips and just playing different venues and meeting other artists too.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And who was, I mean, I know who it is, but for those out there that don't know, who was a part of the band?
Yeah, so it was Caleb as a lead singer, and he also played guitar. And then Mike, he played lead guitar. And Spencer, he played the bass. And then Ethan playing the drums. Those are the boys.
So when you guys played shows, what was like the most memorable one for you, do you think?
The most memorable one? Would be the ones I can't remember. Only because they were house parties. House parties? House parties.
It's a new word going in the dictionary after this episode.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, there was definitely low pressure, and you're just there to, like, hang out with your friends, get blasted, and play music that people would like listening to.
Yeah.
But I did love playing like large venues, like the Metro was really fun. I love playing the House of Blues. I don't know if I ever
realized you played the Metro.
Yeah, the Metro was a blast, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy.
The green room was nuts. I love seeing like all the other artists writing their names on the wall in the green room.
Oh yeah.
And I also like worked at the Metro too because I was in student programming board, so we would host events like Big Mouth, and which is like the annual competition, Battle of the Bands kind of deal.
Sick.
So yeah, we would lead that. And I also loved playing it's a smaller venue in Wicker Park, and I love that area so much. Subterranean.
Oh yeah. Sub T.
Love that venue. Yeah.
Forgot about that place. Isn't it closed now? Or no, Sub T's open, Double Door
closed.
That's what
yeah.
it is.
Oh, bummer. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Double Door's down. It might be something else now, but Double Door's for sure gone.
Yeah, Sub T was closed for a little bit. Apparently, like I found that out yesterday, but now it's back. So they're good.
Cool.
Shout out.
Cool. That's awesome. So, I think I went to your last show.
House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Oh,
yeah.
Good times, man.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, and that was honestly a crazy show. And right after when you left, I believe, didn't Drew take your spot?
Yeah, so Drew played the bass for that last show because Spencer wasn't able to make it at that time. But he picked up the songs really fast. Everyone should know that he's an incredible musician.
Yeah.
And it's just so talented as a producer as well.
Yeah.
And when I left to go back to California, he took over that role and carried it very well. So I'm glad like it worked out for him and Friday Pilots Club. Seriously.
That's sick. So right as you left, what was kind of going through your head there? Were you thinking, because being in a band's like a big commitment, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like you leaving a band is similar to me being like, yep, not shooting videos again. And not that you would never join a band again, but I'm sure like the feeling's probably similar, right?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Leaving something that you're so attached to or something you enjoy so much.
Yeah, agreed.
So what did you do then? Because you're like, I'm leaving this band. Like.
Yeah, no, that's how it was like for college. So I'm leaving the band. I'm leaving like my closest friends, the city that I love so much, and just like people I love, seriously. But specifically for the band, I I felt like I missed out because like,
damn.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But I realized like, I mean, I graduated a semester early, so that's why I had to dip. And they went to, what was it called? What is that festival? South by Southwest?
Yeah, South by Southwest.
Yeah. It was cool. I mean, I didn't go, but like the fact that like they went to South by Southwest, it has always been a goal for the band. I'm like, hell yeah, like they actually did it.
Dang.
You know? Yeah. So
I feel that. I feel that. That's kind of a big deal.
So I felt like I missed out on that, but in hindsight, I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't be like bummed about. Like, dude, they worked really hard to get to this point,
right?
And like, by all means, they deserve it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you like feel that way about it. At least,
for sure.
Didn't leave on like such a horrible note.
Oh no. It's funny, cool. It's funny and cool that Spencer and Ethan now live in LA.
Yeah.
So I would see them from time to time. Like Spencer was actually my roommate.
Yeah, I remember that for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Have you met Spencer?
Yeah, I met him one time.
Oh, cool. We were roommates. We lived in Echo Park in LA, and we love that area so much.
Yeah.
And we like would make music there. He would have clients over, and like he would be making music all the time.
Oh,
And that's
sweet.
That's what I wanted to like surround myself with. Like I knew that he was in the music industry, and like working with a different artist. I'm just inspired by that, and I love that he's still going at it. It makes me really happy. And then Ethan's like picking up a lot of gigs in
sick.
acting. Like he's in reels, he's in commercials.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean like they're like really putting in the work. So that's just like, dude, you guys got this. Like from kids from Batavia, they're now in LA, so they're working out.
It's crazy. So did you see that when they were doing that? You just kind of were like, that's kind of what I want to do? Is that what you're trying to say? Or is it more of like you just saw what they were doing and you're just like, that's pretty cool. I want to go try my own thing now? Or
the fact that like they are doing their own thing, it made me realize maybe I want to do my own thing. Like I've always wanted to do music, because
from day one, like were you like age 5 and 6 thinking this, or were you like age like 15 when you figured this out?
Probably, I picked up my first instrument like in 3rd grade because that's how it was violin.
Yeah.
And my mom made me, and I'm like, this is actually kind of fun. But then it wasn't until playing in a church band, is playing with other musicians, making songs and like doing praise and worship. It made me realize I kind of want to be in a performance aspect.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that kind of cultivated that.
That's so hard. Kudos to literally you for that. I cannot even imagine being like a stage performer. Yeah. I was like, how old? I think I was like 16 or something, and I would like not be able to get in front of a group of people back then.
Dude, I feel that.
And like I would always be like shaking up there, and like I just couldn't do it. And so like to this day, I've gotten a little bit better at like. I can talk in front of like a group of 10 people and be fine, but like it gets to be like more than that. I'm just like, dude, this is no.
I mean, it shows that like you've been working and practicing really hard on getting comfortable speaking.
Yeah.
So the more you do this, the better it gets.
But I don't know why I get like nervous or something. But
no, I get it.
It's cool that like I'm sure that's like something you've probably worked through, or if not, it's just a natural thing for you to go up there.
No, I am for sure like an introverted person. Like I will definitely be extrovert, but. That's only when it's called to be. But it was definitely me like having to be in front of people, in front of the church, and get better at it. But I would rather not have the spotlight on me. Just realizing that I'm like, it's just too much anxiety. I'm like, I didn't want to deal with that.
To be honest with you, I think that was one of the first things I like learned about you when we first met, because it was the first time that we were all roommates. And I always thought that you were like a little bit quieter than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to like bug him too much. Like, I'll let Ivy do his thing, and then I'm gonna come back, and then when he addresses me, I'll address him. Because I was like, I think I picked up on that.
Cool.
I was like, you seem pretty like mellow and laid back.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't stop talking.
No, I love it. I mean, like we're talking like this because we know each other pretty well.
Right.
So like
right,
I'm like grateful to like to be on a podcast with a homie, and
right.
It makes it easier to just speak.
Right. Yeah. Right. So that's cool. That's cool that you kind of worked through that and were able to like bring your stage presence out. And I think that's another thing too, is like people know when you're comfortable on stage or in front of a group of people, and they connect to you more. In that regard. So that probably helps out a lot, I'd imagine. So once you were done with that and you did you're doing your own thing, you went out to LA, and you were roommates with roommates with Spencer for a little bit.
Yeah. My first roommate would be roommates, which were Jack and Ryan, in LA. So we lived in Glendale.
Mm-hmm.
We got like a 3-bedroom apartment.
Right.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I went there for a little bit.
Where was I? Were you crashing on a couch?
Yeah, I was
okay, cool. Yeah.
You were there for like a day, I think.
Bummer. I don't know
like
why.
It was like a day or two. There was a reason why you like weren't there for like a day or two.
It was honestly probably because of church. Because you came on a weekend, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was why. Yeah. You were with your mom or something like
probably,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you were out there when you lived with Jack and Ryan. What were you up to then? I mean, obviously I know, but for people that don't know.
I was settling in, just starting on paying off my student loans, honestly.
Well, yeah, so let me backtrack real quickly, because that's like a big leap, right? I always talk about this in my podcast, but I like bringing it up because it's different from person to person. I brought this up in the Austin episode. Bouncing from Chicago to LA, what was that like? Because that was something that when I was in Chicago, and I'm still in Chicago, but when I was like, you hit that point in college where everyone's like, should I go to New York? Should I go to LA? And then you feel like you have to do something about that too.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, I don't know where I want to go. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I'm where I want to be. Why is this even a question?
Yeah.
So yeah, what was that like for you when you were just? I mean, you have family and you're originally like from there.
Yeah.
So was it easier because of that, or were you like thinking, oh, I wish I could have stayed in Chicago?
Yeah, no,
like?
All those thoughts were actually running through my head. So when I moved back to California, I didn't want to move back to Long Beach, where I'm born and raised, only because I felt like I thought I wanted to live in Chicago, but I don't think I was able to like pull it off. So when I moved back to California, I decided to move in with my sister and my brother-in-law in San Diego, and I spent like half a year there, because I just didn't want to like deal with living back at home.
Sure.
And so I spent a half a year in San Diego, and I started doing So Far Sounds there, and I became like a social media person, and then
Did I ever know that?
I don't know.
I don't know if I ever knew that.
Really? Yeah.
Maybe you brought it up and I forgot. That's a good possibility.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
Crazy.
Yeah, shout out. I really love the So Far team in San Diego because they really treated me like I was one of their own.
Yeah.
So like I was doing like scouting locations. I was doing like artist relations and like scouting for artists as well. But like my main gig was doing social media for them, and it was a lot of fun. I learned so much, got to meet so many different artists, and after that, I was able to work with Dylan Dunlap. He was in LA, and I was actually involved in this program called On the Grind Academy, and once you graduate from the academy, you get to work with the artists from the roster.
So cool.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was in So Far Sounds, they picked up Dylan Dunlap as an artist, and then I like reached out to him like, hey, I really love your music as a fan. Like I was a fan at that night.
Yeah.
And then to find out like he was one of the artists in the roster, I got to be like their day-to-day manager, and that was cool. It was a lot of work, but it was really cool.
That's so cool. I don't know if I ever knew that. I think that's new information to me. That's
cool.
Crazy.
I'm glad. I forgot that even happened.
I feel like you're up to a lot. I've always seen you as one of those people that you're up to a lot, but you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're up to a lot, but you're not the type of person to like go and be like, guys, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and you just kind of like in disguise do your own thing, and then you're like, hey guys, look at this cool thing I did, and we're like, what? You did that?
Yeah,
and it's cool. I respect that a lot.
Thanks.
I'm trying to be better at that myself, honestly.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I think it's always cool when people share their things. I just get really self-conscious when it comes to like being validated by likes. It's such a weird thing. I know.
It's a weird thing I'm pulling away from.
But I think like the new Instagram.
You don't need validation.
The only validation you need is the parking garage, because how are you gonna get out from the structure? Yeah, so I mean, like, it helps that like Instagram is doing you can't really see the likes, the numbers of the likes.
Sure.
You can like disable that feature, but that helps.
Yeah, it does.
And
likes don't mean anything.
Yeah.
They mean nothing.
I just want to be liked by my
by my
parents.
phone, by other phones. I need other phones to like me, and people's thumbs to hit the button.
That's it. Yeah.
Need to get better at that exercise.
That young engagement.
The young engagement. How young?
It's not an age. It's more so Y-U-N-G.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a young.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That water ASMR.
Today's
I didn't
episode.
realize this was sparkling. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I had it
Death.
once before, but I forgot. This
Today's
episode is brought to you by
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Go to sawgoodpodcast.com/liquid death for
Thank
your
you
first.
for sponsoring this episode.
No, the reason why I picked it up is because Cody Ko and Noel Miller had it on their podcast, and I'm such a fan.
Yeah, dude.
Love those guys.
We had this moment, like, I don't know how long ago do we have. It was like maybe like during lockdown sometime.
Yeah.
I was on Twitch and I was watching I think a Curtis Connor video, and then like Ivy joined in and was like, "Yo, I like watch Curtis," and I was like, it literally threw me off because I was like, "What? You watch Curtis?"
Yeah.
And then it's a huge full circle there. If you watch Curtis, then
We'd be
you
really
watch
good friends.
everyone else. You watch Cody. You watch
Danny. Don't forget Danny.
You watch like all these other people. So I was like, I thought that was really cool because that as far as watching a YouTube videos, I always feel like it's a very like personal thing, but at the same time not, because I'm always like watching YouTubers and I communicate with the other people that watch them online.
Yeah.
But I never like have actual in real life friends that watch the same YouTubers.
Dude, that's how I feel. Okay, so I tried to introduce Cody Ko, Noel Miller, or even like Danny Gonzalez or Drew Gooden or Curtis Connor to Jack and Ryan.
Uh-huh.
They would see the appeal, but like they wouldn't watch it.
It's so funny,
The
right?
thing is, we have a different sense of humor.
It's
I'm so glad
so
to share that
funny.
with you.
Yeah.
Seriously, and like you would share, you would text me and say, "Hey, new Curtis video." I'm like, "Hold on, give me like 5 minutes. I gotta put my headphones in. I'm on my lunch break in like 5 minutes." So
And we'd
give me
watch
wait.
it.
Yeah, we'd like live tweet it, but we're texting it to each other.
Right.
Oh, that was fun.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, ad, pause.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I'm like 2 seconds behind. Just wait.
Wait, oh, wait, no, set your thing to 1602. You're like, cool, all right, got it. And then we'd hit play and watch at the same moment and be texting, and then I'd be like, wait, where are you? Oh, no, 1814, that's where, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, dude.
Dude, I'll do that any day still.
Dang.
It's so funny. Yeah, dude, watching other YouTubers and telling other people about them, it's like 1 in a million that someone else will be like, yes, I watch them, or someone else that will genuinely actually watch them.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that like there's not that many people out there.
Yeah, and that's what makes it special too, because when you do realize you guys are watching the same commentary kings, you immediately have that bond with the friend.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's why I get really excited to hear that like other people listen to the people that we watch.
Commentary is such a fun genre too.
Yeah. I could never do it. No.
It's funny. You just watch bad people on the internet and you make your own comments.
Yeah, and also like they're really good at it because they're comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I try to be funny, but I'd rather not.
Did I tell you about Nick is Not Green?
Yes. Shout out to you for introducing him to me.
You've been watching his stuff?
Yeah. Oh well, not recently, but
you have.
It's super important to me to like find content creators who are POC or who are people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And like they will have their own perspective on things, and I would need that in my arsenal if I'm ever watching like YouTube channels.
Yeah, for sure. And there was like someone else I showed you recently too.
D'Angelo Wallace.
Yeah. D'Angelo, that's another
Popped
favorite.
off.
He hasn't made a video in a very long time. He's up to something, right? He's up to a big project.
Yeah.
He's waiting to spill on us. So
it's probably gonna be like 40 minutes.
we're gonna see what that is. But yeah, I guess that was one thing. That's one thing that we like bond over is like watching these commentary YouTubers, which has been a very, very fun thing. But yeah, where did we leave off on? We were talking about what you were up to when you were living with Jack and Ryan.
Yeah.
You met that art and you were working with So Far.
Yeah.
And you working with that artist you met. And what did you guys do together?
With Jack and Ryan or Dylan Dunlap?
No, Dylan Dunlap.
Yeah. So he had like all these releases, and I'd be able to come up with like a campaign. So like they would meet. I would ask them for like, hey, what song are you going to be putting out? Okay, cool. Let me see if we can book this space. We end up using like the YouTube space in LA.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
pretty
cool.
sure that's in
I've
Santa
heard a lot
Monica.
about that space.
Yeah, and like
so
if you
cool.
have like a certain amount of followers, you can like host there for free. And, like, go there for
that's
free.
so weird.
Yeah,
so
I think it's 10K.
I have 30K on TikTok, so let me in YouTube space. Let me in.
Yeah. Yeah, so like we would work on campaigns. I would help find other artists to play a show with him, and basically like find other festivals that he would play at or play for. Yeah, it was a lot of work, and I remember just like, dude, late nights, and I would have like work the next morning. Yeah, so I mean, gratefully, we'd still like keeping some contact.
Sure.
But like they're doing their own things. Like his former manager came back, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's gonna be so much weight off of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then seeing him like do his own thing made me realize I kind of want to do my own thing now.
Yeah, you had all these things that were leading up to you wanting to do your own thing.
So like all the things that have gone that I've experienced made me realize, okay, I'm very shy about posting these kind of things.
Yeah.
But like just do it. Just really do it, because you'll never see where that's going to take you.
I've said this so many times, and I'll put this on my grave. But like I've said this, like the people that are the most shy about it are the people that are like, I don't know. Those are the people that have the best stuff, straight up. Like,
it's cool.
100%. I'm not even just saying that because you're a friend of mine. Like, straight up, I see it all the time.
Yeah, I appreciate
it's like always the case, 100% of the time. So if that's you, like, put your thing out there. I literally wrote this on Facebook yesterday too.
Yeah.
Just put your thing out there. There's like the only thing that's stopping you is you, and I hate that I said that because I feel like I heard Gary Vee say that. But,
oh my
yeah,
gosh, Gary Vee.
The master of cringe. But yeah, but just I'm glad that you like kind of took that leap and were like, hey, I need to put my. It takes a lot. It for sure takes a lot.
Does. But dude, you're carrying it so well. Your posts on TikTok, which do very well. You have like the skating community behind you, and it's funny that like you would go to different skate parks and they would recognize you. Like you're an actual celebrity. It's so dope.
It's like a local like I'm known around town kind of thing. Is the way I see it. Although I was at Grant Park in Chicago the other day, like just walking past after I was at a gig, and I went into the skate park and like a kid recognized me off the bat from TikTok, and I was like, what? TikTok is like that, like it's so crazy because I had that one video go viral, and then it got like a bunch of followers from everywhere else. Yeah. But it wasn't until I started making the skate park videos that all of a sudden it was like people were like, hey, I remember you. Hey.
Yeah.
And they feel like recognize me IRL or in real life.
Yeah. I'm glad you're having your T of L, time of your life.
My time of life. Yeah, it's been sweet. TikTok has been rewarding, and you. Do you want to bring this up?
Yeah, sure.
Let's bring this up, dude. Okay, I think I was trying to brush this off. You had a really cool thing on TikTok happen. Do you want to tell your little TikTok story?
Sure. I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. So I had to disclose something. I'm actually not plugged in. I just feel like there's more security if I'm wearing the headphones. Like it wouldn't reach, so I'm just wearing this. Yeah. Wait,
it's aesthetic purposes. Yeah. How did your TikTok adventure happen? And tell me like the very start of that, because it came from a TikTok that was pretty viral.
Yeah.
And then, that's a whole story. Just
for sure. I'll try to explain this as best as I can.
It's a crazy story.
So my sister told me to go check out this application, and it's for this person's first kiss because they haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
And it was one of her former students, and she told me, okay, just go check it out. You don't have to do anything with it. Just let me know. I'm like, okay, sure, but I'm not going to apply to it. So then I checked it out, and her application was really funny. It was one of the funniest things I've seen, and it made me want to apply. She had a great sense of humor, and I knew that like we would be good friends even after everything.
Right.
So I applied. I said that like, one of the questions said, would you want to give a peck? Would you want to give like a 2-minute session so she'd be comfortable, or would you want it to be like a full-on makeout session? So next time she,
I didn't know that was part of the
thing. Dang, I really wish she saved it. But I selected the last one. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be your coach. Like, I'll give you all the details, and if you need it, you can probably use them next time you're making out with somebody or something.
Yeah.
So I applied. I also included like this playlist that I make every year called the Winter Cuff playlist. It's like the ultimate makeout playlist, and it's dropped like every start of winter.
Yeah.
So I included that in my
application.
Yeah, in the application, and then I also mentioned like if something about Zendaya, and I'm such a big fan of her, but I'm also very much in love with her. So when she got back to me, it was a phone call, and then she was like, hey, do you want to schedule a FaceTime? Like, she emailed me first and like, hey, do you want to schedule FaceTime? And then that's what we did, and we got to know each other, and like told her what the plan was.
Real quickly,
sure.
So hold that thought. So how many views did this TikTok have at first?
Yeah, at first?
Yeah, when you first applied, like
when I first applied, okay, it was like at 15K or something.
So there was a handful, and there was a handful of people submitting to this.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was like at 15K, and then it was like really impressive. Like, people are seeing this, right?
And
yeah.
So you were lucky to be like the person because of the connection you guys just explained.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
and
go ahead.
I didn't think I was gonna be picked because I live in LA. She lives in San Diego, and I thought she wanted to pick somebody more local, but she ended up picking mine. She said that the application was very good. She said that like her committee, she had a committee behind it. It was like a team of her friends.
Oh.
And like it was a group chat and everything.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And she liked the music that you picked.
Yeah.
She was into that artist.
She did, yeah. It worked out really well. Yeah, so shout out to the artist on my Winter Cup playlist for making this happen. Yeah, so when we actually got to meet each other, I picked her up, and then we went on campus where she went to school.
Wait, real quick. So I don't mean to back you up again. Did you make you made a TikTok video about this? Did you make the TikTok before or after meeting her?
It was before. So, it was before. I wanted to like add a little, just to like secure that spot.
The icing on the cake.
Yeah,
as some might say.
Yeah. So then it was me playing the guitar. And it was also like saying a bunch of things, saying, okay, if you want to pick me.
Basically everything you had just said to me.
Yeah. And then it was me playing the guitar. Do you know the man Hosier?
Yeah.
However you pronounce it. He's Irish.
Yeah.
Long hair, gorgeous looking dude. I played the song Kiss Like Real People Do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that worked out really well. And I had like a message, and at the very end of the video, it was me like asking, we should kiss like real people do, and that was
the video
so
went kind of viral too.
It went viral.
It got you a lot of followers.
It did,
and you had some nice comments too. But I also saw some like
sweet.
crazy ones. But there were more nice comments than crazy ones.
Yeah, like that's what I love about the TikTok community. Like, they're really supportive, but they can also be like a little strange.
Yeah.
But we will allow it because it helps the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. Yeah. So. She duetted that, but like before that, she posted a video, and it was so soon. Like, it was that night. Like, after going through the entire thing, it was that night she posted it, and I was so drained. Like, I woke up in the morning with like 30 text messages from people like from college, from high school. Like, I didn't really even talk to, but like they recognized me. I'm like, what? And then
that's how crazy TikTok is.
Yeah, and then it was like DMs and like Instagram DMs and TikTok DMs, and I'm like, dude, this is nuts. Like, how do people go through this? I will say it was fun, but it was like it took a lot of energy out of you. I was like so tired just going through it, but it was definitely amusing. 100%.
That's so you guys met up. Yeah. How long after that then?
Actually, so we met each other again.
You guys FaceTimed, you said.
Yeah, we FaceTimed. So like after all that happened, it went super viral. Like like even BuzzFeed reached out to us. Like we had to like give permission for them to use the video. Like articles reached out to us.
I'll have you talk about the Kelly Clarkson thing in a little bit.
Yeah,
because that's a big deal.
Yeah, and then Kelly Clarkson reached out to her, and she got on the show. Yeah, it's
all
nice.
from a TikTok.
Yeah, people relate to it. Like not a lot of people get their first kisses, early on in their lives. Like it can be in the mid-20s, and like normalize it.
Right. Yeah. There's screw the stigmas.
Yeah, exactly. But that's been fun. So we saw each other like last week actually. We hit the batting cages.
Oh, I saw that on your story.
Yeah. She's so good.
That's cool.
She's such a great softball player. And she's actually on a team. And her name is Malin. M''Lynn. And she's one of the greatest people I've ever met. Like I'm so grateful to like be friends with her after all of that. Like we are basically our what do you call that? Like accountability partners, because we want to make sure that we're good. Like after all the things that we've gone through, we'd say, hey, are you good? Like make sure you get some more sleep. Don't look at your phone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And when she visited LA, we ended up watching Malcolm and Marie, which is Zendaya's movie on Netflix.
Oh, what? That's a full circle.
Yeah, we bonded over Zendaya. Like I think that was one of the bigger reasons why I got selected, because she loves Zendaya for sure.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, like we caught up. It's so good to see her. I haven't like seen her because she's in San Diego, and like I was working on getting better on my ankle.
Right.
So like I couldn't really go
I
out.
got to ask you about that. How's your ankle doing?
Ankles? That's funny. Ankle's feeling a lot better. I see my physical therapist every week, except last week.
What'd you hurt it doing again?
Basketball.
Oh,
something that you love
right.
so much, and it just hurts you.
Ah.
Yeah. I will not go
It's
into
like me
details because it was not like a devastating thing, but
this hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It wasn't a broken bone. It's more like a cartilage that bursted open. And my doctor said that like, yeah, this is rare. Like this doesn't happen at all. So like the blood supply like got blocked, and my foot was swollen. So I had to go through surgery. I had to wear a cast for like 2 weeks. And it was not fun.
That's not fun.
No, not at all.
No.
So yeah.
Well, aside from that, that's a cool TikTok story. Cool little intermission there, because we both have had our little TikTok moments. I had that one go viral. That got me a lot of followers and people that interact with me. There's a lot of people that like followers for the number. I'm more concerned with liking the number to interact with people, if you will.
It's rough.
That's kind of like what's the most, like what pays back the most for me.
Yeah.
But aside from the TikTok stuff, now that you guys have the little in on our TikTok stories, after, to kind of pick up on the last topic, so you started doing your own thing. You then created what is now known as Mamba Tapes.
Yeah,
and
I love those.
Let's talk about that real quickly. So, what inspired you to make Mamba Tapes, and what is Mamba Tapes to you, and what is Mamba Tapes?
For sure. So I started this project called Post Wrigley. And it was just me like learning how to produce on Logic.
Does the Wrigley have anything to do with like Wrigleyville?
I love that you asked that. It had nothing to do with Wrigleyville.
I always thought it did. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the neighborhood that I grew up in is in Long Beach, and it's called Wrigley. And like if you're from Long Beach, you would say Rigside. You can say Wrigley. But I've always wanted to include my hometown in like my name, or my home city in my name. And I think it'd be a great homage to what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the name. It has a nice smooth little Post Wrigley.
Yeah.
It just comes out nice.
Yeah. It was like a low-key project too. Like I didn't think anybody was going to care, but
I don't think you told me about it till later on, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think I found out about it. It was like after I'd been on Spotify for like a handful of months or something. And I was like, dang. But I think it was done in full intentions.
Yeah. So basically, Post Wrigley was supposed to be me learning how to use Logic, which is like this program that you would like record music in, and I'm pretty sure like all Apple MacBooks have that. Yeah. So I wanted to learn how to produce, and I'm all sample based, so I would find like sounds that I think are really cool, and I put them together and make music that way. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I wanted to like work on music is because after one of my favorite basketball players and like one of my biggest heroes, Kobe Bryant, passed away, I realized, okay, life's too short to like wait for anything. Like you really have to just go after it and make it happen yourself.
Yeah, you know.
So instead of like me waiting for like the right opportunity, I decided, okay, let me just work on this by myself. Let me work on this so I can see what I can make out of it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It taught me so many things. I'm so grateful to like even be working on this project. But yeah, I worked with different artists. I worked with people who are my close friends, and it's been fun that way. And I'm really grateful to like even do it. So the Mamba tape is still like, in each tape there are 8 songs, and that's Kobe's jersey number, one of his jersey numbers. And
that's cool.
Each tape is 24 minutes long, and that's his other jersey number.
Oh, you did tell me the 24 minutes thing a long time ago. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, it helped me to like be very consistent about it, because I want to work on something with a goal in mind. Yeah. And the fact that like, okay, I can make 8 songs. Okay, cool. The entire tape can be 24 minutes. Right. So it's always an homage to like the people that I look up to.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So, what's your favorite track on Mamba Tapes right now? You have that one that I think it has like a phone call in it or something like that.
Yeah.
That I really like.
Yeah.
And then there was the one that I made the TikTok of that like I just always listen to.
Yeah. So the one that you're talking about is probably it's fridge. Fridge is my new cuss word.
Fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge.
So I asked like one of my good friends, Sid, to like pretend to break up with me over the phone. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna write a script, and I need you to say it like you're gonna break up with me, like really do that. And she pulled it off. I'm like,
she did.
Cool.
Her voice.
Yeah, it worked out really well. And then like I throw in like some crumpling paper to make it sound super lo-fi.
Yeah.
But that's all like the first tape. Yeah, and then I worked on like 2 other tapes. The second tape was more so learning how to work with vocalists and rappers, and shout out to the homies, shout out to my god sister Emily for like really like putting in the work, and they made the project so much fun. Just like learning how her vocals should sound and like what kind of effects that my rappers should use. Shout out to Bowl of Rice and Dirty Dan. And then the third tape was like mostly working with producers, and Midi Conga is Mike Fornari.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Mike.
I'm actually gonna be seeing him later on. We're gonna be doing like a DJ thing. I like the reason why I'm here.
He's a DJ guy now. He's a DJ guy.
The DJ guy. No, just learning how to produce and like share music that I love.
Multi-talented here.
Thanks. I try to do the best I can. But the third tape was like wanting to put these all together, and once I finished the third tape, it's I made 24 songs in total, so that's like kind of wrapped it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like done with that project.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Full circle again.
Full circle.
Sweet. So I can't remember, is there any of them that have your own vocals on them?
Shoot, I don't think so. I intended for this project to not have my vocals on it.
No vocals?
Yeah,
okay.
there were some like, background vocals, but like it's not me singing.
A lot of it is more instrumental based.
Yeah, and that's what the goal was.
Yeah. So now you got the shirt. Now you can some quality vocals on it.
SM7B.
SM7B,
yeah.
baby.
Nice.
That's cool. So what projects do you intend on working on next as of right now?
Yeah, I mean, I want to incorporate singing now, but it's not going to be like singer-songwriter stuff. I'm working towards the electronic side of music. Like, I've been heavily inspired by K Tronada, S.G. Lewis, and even Salute. I don't know if you like know these artists.
No, these are
and Porter Robinson. He's in like the EDM world, but I don't think a lot of people know him. But I love that man.
Cool. It's good to be. I think it's good to have yourself kind of like all over, and have doing this thing and doing that, and just dipping into different things. Because I think oftentimes in today's society, it's good. A lot of people get caught up doing just one thing, and I think to me, like certain people, like live and breathe off of just doing one certain thing. But for me, at least, I feel like doing different things helps you like almost grow as a person in a way.
Truly.
Because you get to see how different things work and different people, how they think about different things. And it gets you like more adapted than to just like sit there. Like the best example I could put of this is like like if you just sat there eating the same, like, I don't know, bowl of cereal or something every single day, you're going to be sick of that bowl of cereal after like a year.
Yeah.
Like, so it's good to be like, that's why I'm saying I respect that you're doing that. I think it's cool. You're just like trying another thing. You're like, I made this, now I'm going to try doing a little bit of this, and I might do DJ now. Or I might.
And that's how you find yourself. Like you got to try new things in order to see what sticks. And I never thought I'd ever like try DJing out, but I love it. I didn't realize I was going to. And like I think I listen to a lot of music in general. I can incorporate like, you know, the electronic music or EDM into like hip hop, and that's what DJing can offer.
That's cool.
Yeah, and my goal with this is to like meet other artists at like house parties or whatever, and like collaborate with them eventually. But yeah, I just did not think I was gonna pick up DJing at all.
That's cool. Well, I'm excited for you with that avenue, and excited for you to dive more into that. I'm sure next time you're on the pod, you'll have more to talk about.
Oh,
this.
I hope so. Yeah.
We have some questions here. We're gonna answer that people on Ivy's Instagram have so kindly asked.
Just
so
some, yeah.
We should go ahead and answer those. So we're going to answer these questions. Full transparency. We're going to look at this first question here. What inspires you? Who is this question? Should we say who this question was by, or do you not remember?
Oh, dang. I mean, a couple people asked that question.
Oh, a couple. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So these are just popular questions that were asked on the Ivy Gram.
Yeah.
All right. What inspires you to make music?
Honestly, like my creative friends, like people who are doing their own things. I was like, yo, if you're doing that, I want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Like for you're in film, you're in photography, and you're on TikTok. I'm like, Max, you're killing it. I really want to do something like that and like have a community like that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, just seeing my friends like trying out new things, even though they don't think it's gonna work out. Like the fact that you're doing it anyway, like you are learning more about yourself and just becoming the person that you wanted to be in the future.
I heard Curtis say this on his advice segment one time, but like it's true. Like we're all just trying to look like we got it put together.
No, dude, we're 20. You're 26.
Yeah,
we're 26.
We're all trying our hardest to make it look like we got it put together.
Yeah,
everyone is just constantly chasing their thing,
and I love it. I love it so much. It like makes me want to like work even harder, even though like we have full-time jobs. Instead of like relaxing on a couch and watching something on YouTube or on the TV, just like put in the work and it'll take you somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. All right, the next question. When are you coming to New York City?
I know who asked this question.
Why in New York?
Huh? Have you been to New York?
No, you're going to New York?
No, but she wants me to. She's a really good friend. We're like internet friends. I think it's because of TikTok or Instagram. I don't remember. Yeah. But we have like a lot of what do you call it? Humor. Sorry, we have the same sense of humor. I'm like, dude, you're fun to talk to. Like, I have to kick it. So if you're gonna be in LA soon, like, we're gonna kick it too, dude.
So you don't have a maybe day you're going yet?
No, sorry.
Oh, come on.
If you're trying to see the next
she's wondering.
Show, I don't know. Maybe next year in the summer. Like, maybe. I don't know, dude.
Let's see. How is your ankle? We've answered.
You asked that, yeah.
Hey, we answered that question already.
It's big chillin'. I see my physical therapist every week. Shout out Jason. Shout out Bree.
Any big music projects in the future? We sort of scratched on that.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe they're asking, like, is there another, like, something along the lines of a Mamba tape coming out? Maybe is what they're gearing towards.
Yeah. No, I'm actually not having any big project music out there. Only because I'm gonna focus on consistency. Like,
sure.
I realize if I want to make something out of this, you just gotta keep practicing. You just gotta keep putting stuff out there, even if it might not hit. Just keep going, because I think that's what the Mamba project was all about. Like, I didn't want to continue making big projects because like all that energy is like released and then like nothing's happening. So like the more you post, the more the almighty algorithm will be able to pick up on that.
Right.
So yeah. So right now, like songs that are batched up, and hopefully in the near future, I would be able to like put them out consistently.
Sick. All right, well, that's cool. I feel like that is also just like a hard question to answer too at the same time, because like you just said, we're all working on something, trying to make something happen. And like you said, screw the algorithm. So something will hit. I'm excited to see what that thing is. It's gonna both hit and not hit. I know you got a lot coming out, so not everything hits for everybody, and sometimes everything. You never know.
Yeah.
Here for it all, though, is what I'm trying to say. Explain your favorite genre.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Genre's a weird word.
Genre.
Whoever thought of that?
Like
genre. A guy named Genre.
Did you take French in high school?
No.
No. What did you take?
I took un poco español.
Nice. I wish I did.
Lived in China, so I know Ed and Zhonghua.
Dude, you lived everywhere. Are you considered like a third country kid? No. Okay, never mind.
No, I was when I was in China though. I think.
Yeah.
I was like one of the like. What are those? I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But
cool.
I'm gonna do a whole nother. I'm not gonna dive into that now because I'm doing a whole solo episode on China. So
cool. That's exciting.
Stay tuned. You guys got in. If you're listening this far, you got a little nugget there. So your favorite genre?
Favorite genre. Right now, it's definitely the electronic side. So I would say like electronica, probably EDM. But I'm talking about like Porter Robinson EDM. Like I love his music so much. I went to a show like a couple weeks ago, and that's changed my life.
Sick.
So that, but also some like indie aspect of it.
Cool. Did anyone get you into it, or you just stumbled on it yourself?
No. So again, Mike Vernari, MIDI Conga, was the one that like introduced me to EDM, and I was like, why? Oh wow, it's turning to be something I like. And then it wasn't until like my big cousin Alan, he was like, you should come to an EDM show with me. I'm like, sure, I'll go. And then that show changed my life.
Made you realize?
Yeah, I'm like, I've been missing out this entire time.
Step out of your comfort zone, folks.
Yeah, and that's what it was. So yeah, I love that.
It's so crazy. You can get stuck in like what you like so much that like anything else doesn't sound good to you. And then once you actually experience it, you're like, oh, this thing.
Try new things. Yeah, that's really what it is.
It's crazy. There's like been so many instances I've had that happen where I'm just like, I like this thing.
Yeah.
Like the hell? I wasn't supposed to like this. Like one of the last things that happened to me was like rap. There's like a certain genre of like rap music.
Oh, yes.
And I was like under the impression that I didn't like rap for like, even when we were roommates in college, I'd hear it and I'd be like, this is just trash, and I like never liked it. And then I just suddenly one day was like, all right, I'm just gonna only listen to rap. And then I was like, whoa, there's actually rap that I like.
Who was the artist that you
the first one I stumbled upon was called Gangstar.
Nice.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I met like a lot of other rappers like that are in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they make good music. And then I was like, okay, I like this thing.
Open mind right there.
Yeah. So that, I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Explain. No, we already answered that. Musical equivalents to your favorite athletes. That's a crazy question.
Yeah, Reb. Why?
Bruh.
Yeah, my friend Reb actually asked this, and
I thought you were saying bruh. That's why I said that.
Yeah. So it's really hard. I mean, I'll always say that like Kobe's gonna be my number one. And if I were to pick an artist to be that number one, you can't do that to me, man. Like I look at these artists, you know, like on the same tier, but on that Kobe tier, again, like S.G. Lewis, Kate Trinata, and Porter Robinson. Steph Curry is my second favorite player. I would probably put Salute, Madion, and sorry, but Bombay Bicycle Club. And then Ja Morant. Shout out. Can I like name fake bands?
Yeah.
And just nod your head and say yes?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Just kidding. The Japanese House. Oh, dude. Childish Gambino is up there. Why did I not mention him? Amine, he's up there too. Rapper from Portland. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't mention that. Yeah, but like I love those players so much, and I think I love all those artists as much.
Sick.
I hope that helps.
Sick. It does. It does. What state or city do you see yourself living in? Ooh,
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd want to be like a bi-coastal person.
Okay.
Like I would obviously make Los Angeles my primary home.
Like a travel musician. If you
Yeah, yeah. And if I were to pick a second city, you know, my heart will always love Chicago, but I think it has had its time here. I'll always visit, but
Like we both look out there like we're gonna see something cool, but it's just gloomy and like rainy and cold and wet. It's like everything that people don't like about Chicago.
Dude, it
except
was
for the view.
apparently like it was warm before I got here, so I'm sorry if I ruined that for you.
Yeah, actually, when Ivy came into town, he made it cold. Yeah. So he's 100% to blame for the weather, for sure.
I mean, it's as cold as my heart. It's as cold as my ex-wife's heart.
Yeah, I think you need to go home now so it can warm up again.
Yeah, honestly.
What is your favorite? Oh, not what. Who is your favorite niece and cousin? I didn't ask this. I don't know who asked this. It definitely was not your favorite niece or cousin.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't ask this question.
Exactly. Well, I guess I'll say Def, not Iman. That's all I'll say.
For sure not. No.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
That's okay. She's like a little sister to me. Anyway.
Was there any more questions, or is that the
No,
last
I mean,
question?
like, those are the ones I'm, like, randomly picking. I'm like, okay, let's just... I'm sure you have other important questions to ask, yeah.
Well, usually I do advice segment at the end of this, which I guess, since we just did the question thing, we could probably just do, like, a very quick one.
Sure.
To bring this thing up to a close.
Donde está la biblioteca?
All right, give me a little beat for the advice segment. All right, this is the advice segment. All right, first question.
Nice.
So quick little 30-second to a minute blurb. Anyone that is thinking about starting to do their own music project, what would be something that you would tell someone who's just sitting there on the fence going, I'm not sure, I don't know? What would be something you would have, like, right now you'd be like, oh, had I known this, I'd do that?
Yeah. The hardest thing is starting out.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's always going to be, like, a barrier. Like, if you're ever just trying to, like, work on a project in general, just start it. Like, don't even think about it. Don't even overthink it.
While you're starting
drink liquid death. It looks like beer, but it's really just water.
Yeah, I've never had sip alcohol in my life. First time I said that on the podcast.
That's
wow.
Right. Expose yourself. No, that's great. That's really, I commend that.
Yeah, I'm not like butting heads to anybody over it.
Definitely not. Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, just start it. It doesn't matter like if you're scared or not, just to take the leap because you're going to be excited once you see yourself rolling.
Exactly.
And I mean the fact that like you're doing it, like you're living proof. The fact that like you wanted to like try this out, look what's happening right now.
Thank you.
Like you're on your 18th episode, so that's really cool.
Hopefully we'll keep this thing rolling. I'll be 85 and I'll be sounding like an old grumpy man on this.
The coolest one though.
I'll be like 85, be like, look what I did as a kid. What is this thing?
No, it's cool.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably be proud of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just dive right in. Is your main advice, huh?
Yeah, dive right in. Surround yourself with people who are just as creative as you. If you find that you're the only creative person in the group, you can meet other people and like online communities, maybe like Discord, maybe like Instagram, maybe TikTok. Like you'll be able to find someone there and they'll really back you up. And you know, it's always like a community that you want to surround yourself with. Mm-hmm. So like you lift them up, they lift you up, and it's all about growing together. And
I think to add to that, just don't ever let like likes or like stuff like that on the internet like play a role in it. Like just because you post something there's 16 likes on it or 4 views or whatever it is, don't let that be like the thing that stops you. Like no one walks into social media and it's just like boom off the bat, unless you're just like I don't know, someone extremely popular from a movie or something, but no one walks into social media with all those kinds of crazy views or likes or whatever. So yeah, I like that advice. I think that's good advice for someone starting off. Hey, if you guys want to check out, I appreciate anyone who's made it this far in the episode. If you want to check out Ivy's music or check out any of his socials, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, so my first project is Post Wrigley. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, honestly. But I've like I'm working on this new project called Ivy Wrigley. There's going to be more songwriting aspects to it, working with more artists in general, and me just finding that specific sound so you can recognize it's Ivy Wrigley.
Cool. Ivy Wrigley, folks. Ivy like the letters, and Wrigley like
my
Wrigley,
home. Yeah,
his home.
My home city.
So go ahead and search that and follow him, because if you don't follow him, I'm gonna abandon. I don't know. I'm gonna abandon this episode.
Sad.
Yeah, go listen to him. But yeah, thanks again for listening to a All Good podcast. This was a fun episode. Thanks for coming on and doing this live. And it was a blast. And hopefully we'll get to do it again. Maybe I'll come out there. We'll do another one.
Would love that, yeah.
We'll make it happen. But nonetheless, appreciate you.
Thanks again
for coming on. And we'll talk again soon.
Yo.
Bye, guys.
Peace.